Let's discuss this with our Foreign Affairs editor, Philip Turle, who's with me now. Philip, do we know what Macron and Biden will say to each other when they speak today?
Well, first of all, you said this was a low point. This is probably the biggest low point in Franco-American relations since the Gulf War of 2003, when Jacques Chirac, the then president of France, decided not to follow George W. Bush with his decision to send troops into Iraq to get rid of Saddam Hussein. So we are in a situation where relations, let's say it, are very tense between the two leaders. So there has been expectation over the last week that there was going to be a phone call between President Biden and President Macron, but nobody knew exactly when that phone call was going to take place. And the Americans were saying, well, we would like President Macron to call President Biden, but it's up to him to pick up the phone to do that. So it appears today that that is going to happen. President Macron was the big absentee from this week's UN General Assembly, where President Biden made his address yesterday. Normally he would have been there to talk, but he wasn't. That's a sign of the rift between France and the United States and Australia and the United Kingdom over this submarine deal. So they're going to be talking today, President Biden and President Macron. And I think that the underlying factor here will be that President Macron is going to criticize President Biden by saying this is not the way that allies should treat each other. We were very annoyed to find out that we were not going to be able to keep this deal just hours before the official announcement. Why was there no discussion about this beforehand? Why did you not pick the phone up to talk to me, to tell me what was going on before this announcement came through? I think France is very hurt and upset by the way it's been treated in all of this. And that's going to be, I think, the key complaint by President Macron towards President Biden is, well, why on earth didn't you tell us beforehand? We're very upset that we didn't know about it.
And it sounds like, Philip, from what you're saying, that it's unlikely that this phone call is going to mark the end of this row. This is going to go on and on, isn't it?
No, this is not going to end the row. French and American diplomatic relations or foreign relations are always a bit like a roller coaster ride. They're sometimes excellent, sometimes not good. Well, we're in a not good period right now. I think there will be some smoothing over the cracks from President Biden, who will underline the fact that France is a key ally, that France is a military strength. I mean, for example, France is the largest European military strength in the Indo-Pacific region, with 10 ships, including 4 frigates there. I think President Macron will be keen to underline that to President Biden, saying, well, look, you need our help in that region. You should be treating us better than the way you've been doing so. And this submarine deal, the scuppering of this submarine deal, is bad news for the French economy. It's bad news for French industry. It's bad news for the French workforce. We've been working on it for years. Why weren't we told about this beforehand? So I think this will be a conversation where there will be let's say, a frank talk between the two presidents, trying to iron out some kind of entente between the two of them. But the damage has been done, and I think France is very angry about this still, and this will just be the start, maybe, of a make-up between the two presidents, but we won't be over just yet.
Well, we'll see what happens, Philip, when we get news of that phone call later today. Thanks very much indeed, Philip Turle, for us there.